know a lot of the people that follow this channel love the Ryobi, not Ryobi tool, and the Milwaukee tool, also known as the Milwaukee IA. But I got new tool releases, or at least I got updates on new tool releases for both of these brands. And I think you're gonna think they're real nice like. What's up everybody, my name is Clint. Welcome to the Tool Review Zone channel. Now a couple weeks ago, we ended up doing a story on the Ryobi tool that came out that everybody was sort of talking about. What is this? What is it? And that was the new creeper slash seat. If you're somebody that works out in the garage, automotive, whatever you're doing, I think you're absolutely going to love this, and we have even more information than what we had last month when we first covered this. So let's go ahead and talk about Ryobi first, and then we'll move it over to the Milwaukee Tool portion on the second half of this video. All right, so the first one up, the Ryobi Tool, we're looking at right here. This thing is freaking awesome. Again, if you're working out in the garage, you're working under the car, the truck, I don't know what to do. This thing here this is why I love Ryobi Tool, and I say this constantly on this channel, is because they constantly come out with really cool, innovative ideas and designs for their tools that a lot of people just don't think about or even think that they may need until they see it. The creeper slash seat does something really cool. It takes an 18-volt battery, and you're gonna be able to plug it into this thing and do something really, really neat with it. So you can see that this thing folds into a creeper, or you can use it as a seat. It has 3-inch casters that you're able to move around the shop floor or do whatever you need to do with, and you can transform it back and forth. And I have a few pictures that I'm gonna show you here, and it's really gonna expose what this thing is able to do. But if you look at it a little bit closer, you can see something that I think is really cool. They added the link storage capability to this creeper slash seat. Not only are you gonna be able to use this in multi-function, you're also gonna be able to attach different link items to this. And what I mean by that is, check this out right here. This is part of the Ryobi link system, and you're able to add different bins. So if you want to carry your tools with you, you want to throw some bolts, some nuts, some screws, a screwdriver, whatever you want to do, you can put it right there and it attaches directly to this creeper slash seat, and I just think that's awesome. Now the next picture up, this is your basic seat function. So we went from a creeper up to a seat, and now you're able to sit down, work on your tire, your wheels, or whatever you're doing. I don't know, maybe you're doing body work and you just want to stroll around the shop a little bit. Well, once you adjust it into this format, now you're able to use it as a seat, and I just think that is freaking awesome. But there's something else that I want you to see on the back of this creeper, and we'll get into it a little bit more, but look at the big green thing on the back right here. This is offering something that I've never seen any other seat or creeper offer. So this picture here, you can see it's back down to a creeper. You can see the link storage a little bit better on this side, but check out that back. What are you seeing? You're seeing lights up to 800 lumens. Now that's together, you have both lights, and you have a couple different modes, which we'll talk about here in a second. But yes, this comes with built-in lighting, so you don't have to worry about carrying a flashlight with you or attaching lights or whatever. It comes built in on this system, and they're all ran by the 18-volt platform. But the other kind of funny thing is, you can turn this into like a creeper slash seat slash whatever you want to do with it. Like, there's a bunch of different configurations that you can put this seat into, which is really also real nice like. Now here's a top-down view, and what I want to show you here as well is not only can you put, you know, little storage areas on the side with the link system, but they also have built in by the lights, which again, I think I mentioned was 800 lumens total. But they have places for like your screwdrivers, and if you wanted to put some sockets in that area, you could. So it sort of holds your tools while you're working on what you're working on. You can see that the headrest adjusts up and down, and you can do what you need to do with that. But not only will it shine upwards, you can move these lights around. So again, if you're working in a dimly lit area and you need to remove some lugs, well, now you can just adjust those lights, bring them up, bring them down, move them around, this, that, whatever you need to do, and you're gonna have a sweet, sweet lightage. But look at the tape measure on the side of this too. Not only can you hang a tape measure, it has like a hook area, which I'll show you here. You can hang your impact wrenches or impact drivers or whatever you're using on the side of this tool. And the lights also have their storage area, so they're not just like all over the place, or you're gonna break them because you run into something. You're gonna be able to lay them down and tuck them in and then snug them in, and they got a clip and all that good stuff. Now I have not tried this yet, but it's supposed to be very easy to transform from the creeper back into the seat or whatever you wanna do with. And then this is where the battery goes, and I just think this is the coolest thing. And then another picture of the gentleman doing the workage on whatever he's doing. I don't know what he's doing, but he's probably thinking that's real nice like. So when does this get released? Well, it's April now and still feels like it's February for some reason, but next month in May 2025, it will be released. I'll try to put a link in the description below and or try to attach this to the shopping bag of this video for you to find it. But what's the price on this? Well, you're gonna look at $159 tool only. And if you ask me for what this looks like it's able to do, and again, I haven't tried it, it looks pretty freaking awesome. For $159, I think that's a really good buy for something as awesome as this. And if you're wondering how much this can hold, well, 400 pounds or up to 400 pounds. So my 245 poundage frame, big boned, I'll be able to sit on this. And you get a 3-year warranty. And FYI, the head, I'm just gonna put it here. The headrest 5 position, you can see everything else. See it? Okay, do your thing, take your time. You smash that like button, get subscribe, hit the bell notification if you don't wanna miss out on any cool tools. So next up we got Milwaukee IA. Now, if you're HVAC, plumbing, you're gonna love this. Pipe fitting, you're gonna love this. Anybody else, you're probably not gonna love it. You're not gonna need it. But if you're in those trades, this is going to be pretty real nice like also for you. This is the 1/2 inch to 1 inch M18 steel pipe cutter. I'm pretty sure that I've seen this at the pipeline event. Can't really remember, memory ain't so good anymore. But anybody that's cutting steel pipe, I think you might agree that this is going to be very helpful for you. This is an M18 powered portable pipe cutter. No more hacksaw or going like this, or multi-tools or grinding disc or anything like that. So let me go ahead and show you some pictures first. We'll move through these and then I'll give you some more information and the price on this tool. So as you can see, it's a side view. This is like the front side view. This is the bottom front side view. Finally doing some work in this picture. I like it, but you can see that they're working in sort of a tight area. Now, how this is going to work, and we'll talk about the specs of the saw blade as well, is a saw blade. It's gonna be a 24 tooth, and it's gonna be a steel cutting saw blade. I believe it's gonna get up to about 200 cuts on a blade, and that's probably before you either sharpen it or decide to buy a new blade. And I believe they also run about $50. So this is basically how it works. You're gonna lay your steel pipe edge, 1/2 inch up to 1 inch into this tool. You're gonna pull the trigger, the bat ray is gonna engage, send power through this tool, and then the blade is gonna start spinning. When the blade starts to spinning, it starts to cutting, it starts to slicing and the dicing. So let's think about that. Not only is it gonna be way faster than a conventional method of cutting pipe, but it's also going to be a lot less sparking than what you would get from grinding. I used to write out hot work permits all the time. That was a major concern in a lot of the areas that I worked on a construction site. This right here would really help reduce a lot of the sparking. So this might be a savior for a lot of people. But not only are you able to cut pipe that's just laying around and you're installing new, but if you need to cut out old pipe, I mean, what else can I say? There you go. What else can I say? Other than maybe subscribe. It would be great to see you more often. I miss you. Look how happy this man looks. Extremely happy. And this is the blade right here. So clean cuts, M18 fuel, 1/2 inch to 1 inch, steel pipe cutter. That's the model number. So let's talk about the specs. Boom, right here you go. Around $400 for the tool. So using a 5.0, well, you're gonna get, what does it say here? 50 cuts on 1 inch steel pipe. Pretty real nice, like 5-year tool warranty. Weight without the 5.0 VAT rate, you're looking at 6.6 pounds, which actually isn't that bad. It seems to me that it would have been a lot heavier than that, but not too bad. And then the height is 10.5 inches. So again, 50 cuts on a single charge with a 5 amp hour, but for the blade, it's up to 200 cuts, which is a lot of freaking cuts on a single blade on steel. Now that is pretty real nice like and all, but there's also a couple other things that Milwaukee announced. So here's the model number for the next one. This is the new Packout rolling drawer box. Gonna be available in May as well. And you're looking at, what is that? $249.99. That 1 penny's not fooling me. That's gonna be $250 before taxes. Not sure if I have any actual pictures of this yet. They weren't attached, but if I can find them, I'll put them right here. And if not, I'll just put my face right there. You can stare at it for a little bit. You're also gonna have the new 12-point Milwaukee sockets. I'll also put this information right here so you can read that real quick. And take your time, do your thing. Prices, release dates, It's gonna have the 4 flat sides, I believe. Then it'll roll around on you. It's gonna be real nice like. And there you go, another video with more tool releases and the information you needed about them. If you like this video, get subscribed, hit the bell notification. Let me know what you think about what I just showed you. Are you interested in anything or interested in none of it? Very curious to know how you feel about the tools that we show you on the Tool Review Zone. Also, check out this video right here. You're gonna think it's real nice. Like, we'll back with more videos soon.